Hi, how are you guys today? My name is Jordan and this is Total Body. If you've logged on before, I'm glad you're back. I've missed you, and if I haven't met you guys before, my name is Jordan, like I said. I'm glad you're here. Okay, we have a really fun Total Body workout today. Fun and sweaty. It's gonna be amazing. But all you're gonna need is dumbbells or weights if you have them. If not, we got soup cans, any canned goods. You know what? Honestly, you can use anything you find around your house that has a weight. Okay, you can use like bleach bottles, anything like that. Honestly, no excuses. We're gonna get the work done today, and it's gonna be so fun. And yeah, I can't wait to kill it with you guys. We're just gonna hop right into the warm up. All right, guys, we're about to jump right into the warm up today. We're just gonna start off by grabbing our quads, holding it for about 1 to 2 seconds, stretching out our hip flexors and our quads, all that. Take a moment here to focus on your balance. If you feel a little wobbly, try tightening your core by bringing that belly button into your spine. Taking a nice deep breath, making sure our chest is nice and tall. All right, one more on each side. Try and center yourself. I feel a little wobbly doing these, but it always helps to tighten that core and find your balance there. All right, next, we're going to swing our legs up, hugging our knee to our chest for some knee hugs. We're warming up our hip flexors again, and we're also engaging our core here by keeping it tight and engaged. You can also swing your arms a little bit at the back. Awesome. We're just gonna do 2 more on each side. 1, 2, and 2. Okay, awesome. Next, we're gonna add on to that by adding in a cherry picker. We're gonna do the same motion with our leg, but with our hand, we're gonna reach up towards the ceiling and drive that knee up. Again, core is nice and tight. And we're gonna feel our lats and shoulders open a bit here too. 2 more on each side. 1, 2, 2. Awesome job. All right, next warm up that I like to do every single time I'm warming up, because first of all, we're just gonna stretch down, flat back, touch our toes, open up those hamstrings. Then we're gonna bring it into a low squat right here. You're gonna feel your hips open up a little bit. You can even rock it around. Hands straight up overhead, drive to your heels, squeeze at the top, and then repeat it back over again. So hamstrings, hips, upper body and shoulders, push up through your heels. We're gonna do 5 more of these. Do them at your own pace. If you want to get your heart rate up a little bit more, you can try doing them quicker. And whatever part of your body you feel needs a little bit more work, stay there longer. So if you have tight hamstrings, hold it here a little bit longer before dropping down and rolling out your hips. Okay, guys. Awesome. Next, we're gonna move into a trunk twist. Oh, my head was cut off. A trunk twist. So we're gonna be about hip width apart, and then we're just gonna look over our shoulders, keeping our core engaged, twisting at the trunk. You're gonna feel your obliques start to burn. That's a good indicator that your core is engaged. Keep breathing. At this point in our warm-up, we should be a little winded, a little bit sweaty. Our heart rate should be coming up. It's called a warm-up for a reason. So next we have scoops. So again, we're gonna be opening up those hamstrings, waking them up, get some blood flowing to them. But what I want you guys to do is take your leg, kick it out, heel up, toes to the ceiling, hinge at the hips, and scoop that, and then roll your shoulders out. It's pretty self-explanatory in the name, scoops. You're just gonna pretend you're scooping something off the ground. Use your imagination. It could be a $100 bill, whatever you want, okay? We're gonna do 1 more on each side before moving on. Okay, last one. Awesome. Okay, next we have hip dips. So we're gonna take our leg, cross it over our knee at about a 90-degree angle and dip it down. We're gonna keep these pretty fast paced because we're gonna keep that heart rate up. Chest tall, use your core for balance. You're gonna feel the sides of your glutes and hips open up. Let's do 2 more each side before we move into an air squat. Last one. Okay, awesome. We're just gonna do 10 reps of an air squat here to focus on our form before we add weight. So stand at a comfortable position for you, and then we're just gonna pretend like we're sitting in a chair, weight in our heels, chest up, 90-degree angle at the knees. 3. Good job, guys. Pretend there is a Superman logo on your chest and you don't want to let that hit the floor. You want to keep it tall and show it to the world. 6 more. 4 more. Now 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, awesome. Next, we're going to be doing our Frankensteins. We're going back to those hamstrings. And here, we're just going to take our opposite hand, swing up, and kicking as high as we can go while our core is still engaged. And if you want an extra challenge on the way back down, try and hold that leg against gravity. Okay, good job. All right, next we're gonna move into inchworms. 1 more each side. My core is nice and activated, y'all. It feels tired already. All right, for our inchworms, take a nice deep breath, stretch out your body. Then we're just gonna walk it out into a plank, hands directly under our shoulders, glutes nice and tucked. Before pushing it back up, all weight in our shoulders, waking them up, and repeating it again. We're only gonna do 1 more after this, so make sure your form is right, core is engaged, and we're pushing up with those shoulders. I want all of your weight to be in your shoulders. Last one. Hold it for about 2 seconds at the bottom. Whew. Okay, and we are done with today's warm-up. I will see you guys in the workout portion. Alrighty, guys. So for this portion of the workout, we're going to be doing 10 jump squats. Then we're going to move into 15 lateral raises. Then we have 20 Russian twists, 25 squats, and then lastly, we're going to finish it off with a 30-second plank. So each time we're going to increase the workload by 5 intervals or reps. But without further ado, we're just going to get started with those jump squats to get the heart rate up. So go ahead, squat form, weight in heels, pushing off through your toes. 5, halfway done. Take these at your own pace. You can add a pause if you want to take some of that intensity off. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. So next we're going to grab our weights for our lateral raises, and we have 15 here, guys. So make sure our core is tucked in, engaged. We can stagger our stance for a little extra balance. Roll those shoulders back. Slight bend in the elbow. And lift. Good job, guys. Make sure we're pulling from the tops of those shoulders. Keep breathing. We might be a little bit winded from those jump squats we just did. If you want an extra challenge, you can add a pause at the top of that lateral raise. Again, do this at your own pace. I have 5 more left. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, okay, our shoulders should be burning after those. Go ahead and shake it out. But we are gonna get on the floor for our Russian twists. So with our Russian twist, our heels, I can't see them. Our heels can be on the floor, in the air, crossed like this. Whatever option works for you. Make sure our back is straight, core is engaged, and twist it out on each side. Again, we have 20, so 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, good job. Now that was 10 on each side, so a total of 20. And next we have 25 squats. So you guys can choose to either do air squats or add a little resistance if you want. Go ahead and pick up those weights. Drop it down, form in mind. Chest tall. If you have weights, make sure to keep your elbows pointed like laser pointers to the front of the room. And again, keep breathing. Our core is tight here, sitting like we're sitting in a chair. Eight, 9, 10. Good job, guys. Keep breathing. Make sure that form is sharp and tight. Chest tall. Don't let gravity pull you down. Feel those glutes engaging. Add a squeeze at the top. And 5 more. Two, and 1. Okay, we are done with our 25 squats. Next, we're gonna move into a 30-second plank. So you guys can either get on your knees for this plank, or we can do a high plank. The choice is up to you, but we have 30 seconds. Okay, so make sure our core is engaged. Tuck that belly button up into your spine. Get on the floor. And 30 seconds. Again, guys, make sure that tailbone is tucked under. Keep drawing in those muscles. You might shake a little bit, that's fine. You're just getting stronger. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, awesome job. We're done with that circuit, and we're gonna move into the next one. I will see you guys. All right, guys, for the leg portion of this workout, we're gonna be doing 10 reps of squats, then moving on to 10 reps of RDLs, then 10 reps of kettlebell swings. Of course, you can take these at your own pace, but if your heart rate wants to come up a little bit more, you wanna burn a little more calories, you can take them a little bit faster. So I'm going to be using 5-pound weights here, and we're just going to stand at hip width apart and sit like we're sitting back into a chair, chest up, pushing up, weight in our heels. Keep breathing. 3, 5 more. Make sure if you're using weights, your elbows are going to be like laser pointers to the front of the room. Again, work against gravity here. 2 more reps. And last one. Awesome. We're not going to have a break here. We're just going to keep going until we're done with a set. But for our RDLs, roll your shoulders back. Stand at hip width apart. Hinge at the hips. Feel a stretch in those hamstrings and glutes. Clench your glutes and bring that weight up. Good job. Again, make sure to connect your mind to your muscle here. You can even add a glute squeeze at the top. 10 reps. Keep breathing. Keep that form tight. We're halfway done with our reps here. Three more.
Hey, turn that light off when you come back up.
2, and 1. Awesome. Now, if you guys have a can of bleach or weights or cans or anything, we're just gonna pick that up and go into our kettlebell swings. It's almost like the RDL. We're just gonna add more force behind it to work some different muscles. So we're gonna start off straight back, flat back, hinging at the hips, a slight bend in our knee, and then we're gonna pulse it up using all our power, driving through those glutes. Our hamstrings and glutes should really be firing here. Make sure our back is nice and neutral. Our neck is in alignment. Keep breathing. 3 more. Stay with me, guys. Stay strong. 2 and 1. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna take about a 10-second break before we move back into those squats again. And we're gonna repeat the whole circuit over again. Okay, here we go. Grab your weights, grab your cans, anything. Swing them up onto your shoulders and drop it low. Take these squats at your own pace. If you want, you can add a jump in there. If you're focused on more cardio, feel free to do whatever works for you. Keep that core engaged, nice and tucked, which will help us keep our chest up. 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, awesome. Next, we're going straight into those RDLs. No breaks. Roll your shoulders back, hinge at the hips, and pick that weight up with your glutes. Neutral spine. Try not to bend your head up or down. Just keep it in alignment. And of course, our core is tight here, okay? 3 more reps. Keep your form sharp. You don't have to drop all the way to your toes. Whatever your range of motion is works. Last one. And okay, we're just gonna move straight into those kettlebell swings. Again, hands at the hips, start at the bottom, pulse up, driving that weight up with your glutes. This forces a little more power behind the movement, okay? This is gonna build very strong muscles, helping you get out of that pocket. And still, our weight is in our heels. We don't want to rock up onto our toes. 3 more. Add a squeeze at the top in your glutes. Okay, awesome. Take a 10-second break before we move into that circuit one more time, and we'll be done with the leg portion of this workout. I'm a little winded. It's that good work today, guys. Okay, pick your weights up, get ready, engage your core. 3, 2, 1, and drop it low. Keep breathing, core tight, chest up. Of course, laser pointer elbows. The lower you drop it, the more you get out of it, but go at your own range of motion. I don't want you guys to sacrifice your form for lower depth or anything. 3 more. Again, weight in your heels. We're pushing up, all weight in our heels, asking those glutes to push us up out of the pocket. And we're done. All right, straight into those RDLs. Shoulders roll back, core engaged. And go ahead and hinge it back. Good job, guys. I know we're feeling the burn now. Can we go a little bit harder though? Can we squeeze those muscles a little bit more? 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. I know our form is staying sharp. Here we go on those kettlebell swings. Again, start hinged at the hips and drive that weight up. Let your lower body float the weight up because all of that force is coming from your lower body. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, guys. So we are done with the lower body portion of. Alrighty, people, for this circuit, we're going to be using reps of 15 throughout the whole circuit. So we're going to start off with some RDLs, and we're going to be doing 15 reps of those, then moving on to kettlebell swings and doing 15 reps of those, almost like a progression from the RDLs. And next, we're going to end off with some jumping jacks, just in place, 15 jumping jacks, and we're going to repeat that twice, okay? So we're going to start off slow and progressively get that heart rate up a little bit more. So first, we can go ahead and grab our weights or our cans and get into those RDLs. So I'll stand from the side, make sure your feet are about hip width apart, shoulders roll back, core engaged, and then we're just gonna hinge at the hips as far as you can go and press up using our hamstrings and our glutes. And that is rep number 1. Again, make sure our chest is open while we're doing these. We wanna make sure we're still getting air, and we want a flat back. And this is fully engaging our hamstrings and our glutes. I don't want anyone to be lifting from their back. Almost imagine that your back is dead and all the work is coming from your legs. Again, focus all that energy into your heels here, just so we can engage those glutes a little bit more, activate those hamstrings. 5 more reps here. You can also add a squeeze at the top if you want a little bit more glute activation. 3 more. 2. And 1. Okay, awesome. Now we're just gonna throw one weight down, hold the other weight, and then we're gonna get slightly further than hip width. Again, roll your shoulders back, start at a hinge position with your hips, and squeeze your glutes and using that momentum to drive up the weight. I want the weight to almost float to the top. 6 reps. 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Keep breathing. Feel your hamstrings work. 2 and 1. All right, go ahead and drop your weight. We're gonna move into those jumping jacks next. I want 15 reps here, making sure your chest is open the whole time, getting that oxygen into the muscles. And 3, 2, 1. Make sure we're landing softly on our ankles. Breathing. 5 more reps. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Grab some water if you need, take a break if you need that. But go ahead and pause if you need that break. We're gonna move right back into those RDLs. And again, shoulders roll back, check your form, tuck that core in, and drop those weights, hinging at the hips. Try and keep them as close as possible to your legs on the way down. And squeeze and flex those butt cheeks at the bottom. Good job, guys. Keep going. Keep your form right. Keep it sharp. And make yourself proud. As easy as that. Just keep going. 5 more. Right now, your hamstring should be burning slowly. You should feel like a slow burn. And then on those kettlebell swings, we're really gonna fire them up and target a different muscle fiber. 2 more. And last one. Awesome job. Throw one of those weights down. We're moving right into those 15 reps of the kettlebell swings. Go ahead, hinge, and drive that weight up. Good job. Again, try not to lift that weight up with your arms or back, solely your legs. Hinging and pulsing it forward. Keep going. 10. 5 more. Right now, your glutes and hamstrings should be on fire. 2 and 1. Awesome job. Now we're gonna kind of shake that out a little bit with our jumping jacks. Just jump right into those 15. Again, soft ankles. Loosen up those hamstrings and glutes. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We are done with that circuit for today. Hello and welcome to the cool down. Before we get started, I would just like to say congratulations because you killed it. In the cool down, we're going to focus on getting some oxygen into the muscles that we just worked and showing our body a little bit of love, congratulating it for what you just did. Okay, so before we get started, we're just going to start off seated. crisscross applesauce, and we're going to reach our hands right out in front of us in order to open the hips a little bit. Take 2 nice big deep breaths here before crawling it to the right side. You might feel a little bit more pressure on your right hip here. Just keep breathing through it. Exhale and walk your fingertips over back to the left and do the same thing. 2 big deep breaths. Okay, awesome. Roll back up, and this time we're going to open our chest a little bit by rolling our shoulders back and interlacing our fingers behind our back, opening up the chest a little bit more. Big deep breaths here. Feel all the oxygen going into your body. Then we're going to lift our hands all the way to the top, roll our ankles or our wrists out a little bit, and then float them back down. Next, we're going to put our legs right out in front of us. Make sure your hips are in line, back is straight, and we're going to point our toes up to the ceiling before pointing them forward. Point it back up to the ceiling and then forward again. Just getting a little bit of movement in those ankles. Next, we're going to lean forward to touch our toes, and you can just stop whenever you feel a tug at your hamstring. You don't have to go all the way down. You know, whatever feels good for you. 2 big deep breaths here. 1 more before we go on to all fours for tabletop. And we're going to have our hands directly under our shoulders here and our knees directly under our hips. And we're going to kick our ankle out to stretch that out a little bit. Stretch that one. Now switch. Good job. All right, next we're going to go into child's pose. So we're going to bring our toes together here, knees over hip width, and we're just going to roll down, open up our hips, and take some big deep breaths here. Exhale and roll back up. And the last thing we're going to do is give ourselves a big hug, stretch it out a little bit, and give yourself a pat on the back, because as usual, you made it this far. You killed it today, guys. I'm so proud of you. Again, my name is Jordan, and thank you for coming to class today. Bye.